Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a quick overview of how I decorate a Christmas tree. I know a lot of people will ask me questions and stuff like that, so I just figured I'd do a quick video trying to explain it. If you have questions, feel free to just shoot me a message or comment. But yeah, so we'll get into it. So the first thing I do is I have gloves that I wear. These are just gloves I bought at Home Depot. They have rubber on the back. Once I put up the tree, I fluff all the branches out. I go through and I touch every limb, kind of bend them around, make sure that the tree is real nice and full. And I have not done this one yet. I just put this up last night. So I'm getting ready to fluff it. So make sure you have a good pair of gloves, because if not, these artificial limbs will just dry out your fingers and it's not a good situation. The other thing I do is, you'll notice that I am in my daughter's room right now, so you see stuffed animals and stuff. I lay out everything that I'm going to be using. So I have laid out everything on her bed. So I have all my picks and sprays on her bed. And then in the totes, I have all the ornaments and just other different things that I'm going to put out in her room. And then once I'm finished, obviously I'll get everything cleaned up and it'll be set. But when I'm decorating a tree, the first thing that I do personally is, if you're going to use any kind of let me grab it, deco mesh. Some Christmas tree decorators hate this stuff. I'm kind of indifferent to it. I think it's good for what it is good for. Obviously, it's not the best thing in the world, but I use this as a filler in my tree. So I always put my deco mesh on first. So I'll start at the top, and basically what I would do, and I've used this for a couple years, because if you roll it back up, you can reuse it year after year. So you'll notice that the end is really frayed. I just take it like this, poof it, sort of like that. And then I just take it in the tree and wrap your branches around it. And then you can take another poof, right? And just go deeper in the tree. And before you know it, your tree will look something like this, right? So like I said, start at the top and I go down. I have 3 sections of this. So I'll do kind of 2 towards the top and then 1 going across like the bottom. Now, I do try to decorate all the way around my trees if I can. But if you can't, that's fine too. No judgment here. Do what you can. But if you want to try and fill your tree out more, because you don't have enough ornaments or whatever, get some really nice deco mesh that goes with your color scheme. Now this tree is going to be a sugar plum fairy tree. We normally do just pink and gold. She has a pink block tree that we normally put in here. This year she wanted the candy stuff. So we're doing a sugar plum fairy theme. And this is kind of the inspiration for her tree. So every year I do a Candyland themed tree with all my candy stuff. But because she wanted it this year, we decided to switch it up a little bit and do the sugar plum fairy stuff. So it'll still be the same candy decorations, but the sugar plum will be incorporated. The next thing after I do deco mesh, I go in and I do the tops of my trees with all of my big picks. So I've got big cupcake, big lollipops. I stick these in the top and I just start getting the top of my tree how I want it. It usually takes a little bit of time finagling things around, getting it situated, making it look good. And then once I get that done, I will take my ribbons and I'll start like my base ribbons. So I have 3 I usually go with 3 different types of regular, just standard size ribbons, or like, have a big one and 2 smaller ones. So I'll have 3 ribbons, I'll put those on. And the way I do those, let me grab one. Okay. So I use this one a couple times. So these are just little bitty ribbons that I found at probably Dollar Tree or something. You take them, you can see I've got 3 different kinds. I've got the polka dot, and then I've got a glittered one, and then I have one with these like candy houses. So I always try to do at least a glittered one, and then the other 2 I will do like a pattern and a solid, or whatever you like, as long as the colors go together. You'll notice that the colors on this ribbon match the lights on the tree. So basically what you do is you just cut your ribbon as long as you want it, and you lay them all together. Let me put this back so you can see what I'm talking about. Like this, right? You flip it over. Now I have already wired these, but pretend like I haven't. You'll just flip it over, wire it, or you can stick this in your tree and use your tree branch. And then once you get that on here, you go down just a little bit, poof this out, pinch this together, tuck that in your tree. So let me show you here. So here's the bunch. Go into your tree as far as you want, poof that out, go down, do it again. You can change the angle, kind of go to the side, right? Come down, do it again, zigzag it across your tree, right? You want to leave a little bit at the bottom, so I usually leave, a few inches at the bottom. And then once you get that set, you go back and pull these apart. Now what I do is I reverse them. So if the polka dot is on this side, then I switch it so it kind of goes back and forth down my tree. And once you get these fluffed out, right, it'll fill up your tree, plus you'll have all your ornaments, your picks. Now the last thing I do is I go in and I start adding all of my filler ornaments to just my regular ball ornaments, whatever I've got. Now if you've got like specialty ornaments that you want more visible, obviously you add those last. But for the most part, I just go ahead, I start filling in my tree with all my ornaments, and I hang those as deep in the tree as I can get them, especially if I have a lot. For this tree, I have a lot of ornaments. So I will go like super deep in here. Let me show you one. First, I've got these big ones. So I'll always hang these first to fill in the big spaces. And then I've got like big statement pieces. So these I will put into the tree. So it's just a cup I got at Dollar Tree a couple years ago. I spray painted them and put glitter all over them. And the straw is good because it holds it up, and you can get it really down deep in your tree. So I put all my statement pieces in. I fill it in with the small ornaments. This tree particularly is up on a table, and then I will put, the tree skirt or fabric on that. But I have ornaments that like hang from the bottom because I've elevated this tree up, so I can really get a lot of stuff on here. And by the end of it, you'll be able to see the light shining through. You'll see, some white of the tree or whatever. But then I take an extra set of lights and I go through, I turn the light out, and I'll see like where all the dark spots are. And I will string more multicolored lights at the very end just to give it some more of that shine, so you can see the lights really good. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I do. So deco mesh first, tree topper, then I go to my big statement pieces, my ribbons, and then I start filling it in with all my small stuff. And by the end of it, it looks pretty good, or at least I think so. I will post a video when I get this one finished. You can probably see what I've done before on my channel and just look through my videos. If you have questions about anything, just let me know. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that, and until next time, just